This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Delmarva Dental Services.
Well, advancements in technology have made certain aspects of life easier over the years, especially when it comes to our health. Doctors can see things now much quicker and clearer than they were ever able to before.
Yeah, and Delmarva Dental Services knows this firsthand. One piece of equipment in their office is helping people save time and money, but it also is making the dentist's job that much easier.
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, the machine that does just that is right here. It's called the CBCT scan, and we're going to tell you how it works. And joining me now to do just that is Dr. Joseph Harmon, who is a dentist here at Delmarva Dental Services. So the first thing, Dr. Harmon, explain exactly what the CBCT scan is and what it does.
Well, it takes multiple image slices of an object, say a tooth or the bone of the jaw, and then you can view the images in multiple planes, different angles, and also will create a 3D image that you can rotate and look at, and so it allows you to see all kinds of things that you wouldn't normally see in a 2D.
And you guys just very simply call this a 3D imaging
yes,
scan.
We call it 3D because it really stands for computerized, cone beam computerized tomography.
Which is a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
3D imaging is better. Now, speaking of 3D imaging, what are the benefits of you guys being able to look at something in 3D versus two-dimensional?
Well, it's like looking at a box, and if you look at a box with 2D, you see a square, and if you look at a box with 3D, you see a cube.
So you basically, it gives you a bigger picture, so to speak.
You can see all kinds of things that you normally miss with a conventional 2D x-ray.
Got it. Now, so viewers may be watching this and say, okay, well, why do I need to know that you have this here in the office? Now, we should mention they wouldn't be using this for general cleanings, but why would you need a patient to use this scan?
Well, many times we use it when we can't diagnose the problem. We'll take a 2D picture and the patient will have a toothache and we'll say we don't see anything, and then we'll take a 3D and it'll show that the patient has an abscess behind one of the roots, but the root was blocking it and you didn't see it. It also shows the proximity of the roots to the sinus, and many times people have sinus problems, and it will mock a toothache, and we'll be able to see that. We'll also be able to use it for implants. Anytime we're going to place an implant, we'll design the implant placement. We'll know the quality of the bone, the thickness of the bone. We can even virtually place the implant in 3D and with sizes and shapes. And you can avoid the nerve canal, and you can avoid your sinuses and all those kinds. It takes a lot of guesswork out.
So and allows for precision and accuracy.
Most definitely.
And what do you find with patients when they know? Do they feel comforted that, you know what I mean, that you know exactly where you're going, exactly what's wrong, especially if nothing's been able to be diagnosed until they've used the scan?
It saves them a lot of time and unnecessary work, because many times what happens is you may have a treatment done and you're not seeing the whole thing, and then it has to be redone, or you have to have another procedure, whereas if you had taken a 3D, all that would have been predicted ahead of time.
Got it. So it saves time and money and a lot of frustration.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you know, when people hear scan, they may think of a CAT scan, a full body scan, but if they're claustrophobic, they may not like the sound of that. This is not like that. Explain how it's used.
It's real simple. When we used to take the 2D pan-oral machine that would actually take all, panographic machine would take all your whole jaw. It's the same process. It spins around your head. It just takes the 3D, and it's very safe and very user-friendly.
And you basically just walk right up to it. You stand the whole time.
Stand there.
And then how long does it take before you guys are actually able to see that 3D
Maybe it
image?
takes 30 seconds to a minute to be able to generate it.
And the patient can also look at it and see
it's
what's
really
going
good for
on.
education, because they can see the 3D, they can see the thickness of their bone, they can see their tooth position, they can see an abscess.
A lot of things that they would have never been able to see
They wouldn't be able to
before.
read it on 2D x-ray. They wouldn't know what they were looking at. But with a 3D picture, you really can see what you're looking at.
So just a prime example of how technology is making your job easier and obviously giving comfort to patients and saving them time and money.
Yes, it is.
All right, Dr. Harmon, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And of course, if you would like more information on Delmarva Dental Services or the CBCT scan, all you have to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab.
You know, it's nice to know that they know what they're going in there to see and do before they go in there.
Before they get in there.
You know, it just gives you a little bit of a comfort.
They know where they're going, know what the plan is, and something that's always amazed me.
Yeah.
Never once have I heard a dentist say, oops. I wonder if there's a special class for that in dental school.
I don't know.
Because they never say oops.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, it's the season to get cozy around a fire. And one way people are doing that is by having a pellet stove installed in their home. You may be surprised to find out how much you can save on your heating bill with a pellet stove. We'll also learn why you can't put them just anywhere in your house and how their appearance has changed.
But first, we want you to get warm and cozy right here in our studio audience. Be a part of the Delmarva Life fun. All you have to do to book your seat is visit delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab. Or you can just give us a call at 443-880-9116. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.